the outer face, and this small RCC projection, which is for the cladding, which is going to be constructed in other floors, that is first, second, or third. If we are looking at this structure, how these bricks cladded with the existing RCC structure with the help of this kind of steel clamps, some cavity insulation material is filled in between the internal wall, and which is maybe of very regular masonry, and maybe of concrete blocks, which is very common practice nowadays in apartment schemes and the multi-story structure, which is not having that beautiful aesthetic value, as well as very not that excellent in terms of heat resistance. But if this kind of technology is used, that means of some kind of cladded material which is made up of terracotta bricks, some sandstones, some in fact artificial stones, which is also nowadays very popular for their heat resisting properties. So how this external cladding material is clamped. If you are able to see, this beam is connected with the help of this uh, metal clamp, which is arranged in between the main structural wall and the cladded structural wall. This insulation material sometimes may be if you saw that thermocol, glass wool, and in fact sometimes uh, vacuum cavity wall. So air plays the buffering role in between the structural wall and the cladded wall. So that's why the temperature inside the occupant, temperature inside the activity area will be controlled very effectively. So understand these sketches in your assignment. You have to draw with the hand, because in university examination you have to explain with the neat sketches particular terminology when asked according to question paper and your final exams. So now this is the next, and you can say another type of installation for cladding. Now look at the picture, which is showing this concrete floor, concrete frame, that is column and as well as beam, and how this cladded material is arranged on the surface. In fact, the detailing at the sea level of the window, lintel level of the window, which which is the end part of that cladding, and how this end detail. So this is the brick end detail on the sea. How this end detail can be made. This cladding is not maybe of the same brick material. It may be of the stone also. It may be of the that terracotta slabs also. Even the cladding tiles are number of material cladding tiles are available in the market. So look at this detail, which is very important to learn this cladding technology. This is the number of bricks which is arranged one over another, but in section, this kind of clamps which is fitted, these gaps are filled with the mastics. This additional layer of this damp-proof concrete DPC is laid. So how this wall, how this cladding will be protected from the weathering, protected from the rainwater and the climate change. This is also taken in the consideration. So this way, brick cladding, stone cladding, and the tile cladding is performed in the building. I want to show you some pictures. which is of completed building. So this is the on your right, this red long building, which is covered with this red sandstone, and how beautiful and monotonous pattern created. Uh, it's a you can say both way two systems can be used here. It's an infit system also with not a glaze system, with some having punctures and composition of punctures and glass that is created. C column and beams are exposed, and that is also enhancing the elevation. The dead wall, which is not actually a dead, it is well treated, and this rib-like pattern is created with the stones. So that will another aesthetic value for the building. On your center, this bungalow is cladded with some kind of brickwork, or this may be a brick tile which is also available in the market. And if you arrange all this brick tile in proper organized way, so this kind of texture will be achieved. So how beautifully all solid massing is treated, and how this particular terrace area is attached with the existing building, and how this color combination also with this particular bricks, along with the seal detail, along with the coping detail, along with the railing detail, how this overall composition of the building is you can say yeah, composed very well aesthetically. Now, one more detail I like to share is this. Just look at the figure number 7.5, figure number 7.4. So this is the how restraint fixing of brickwork happen. How this channel is fixed, anchored, and embedded in the concrete, and how this channel will be helpful to how this channel will be helpful to provide this kind of clamp, and that will provide stability, joints, alignment to the cladding work. Again, there is another method, that is how this cladding will be load bearing cladding. It is not always like every structure is a RCC structure, or every structure having a strong framework. So now this particular cladding is taking load for that particular brickwork, which is, or maybe the other stonework or the cladded material. So this kind of brackets and supports are arranged. So this fish plate, this gusset plate, it's providing very strong and additional stability to the construction. So this way, this restraint fixing, load bearing fixing happen in the cladding work on the cavity wall, and if some cladding work is fixed with this kind of fixing, automatically a small air gap will be formed in between the structural wall and the brick wall. So that will be act as a buffer to the system.